All right. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam who's out there pushing his truth in four corners of the round earth. I'm Brother Kodar.
Zatazawan.
And we're from Dallas, GMS. And also salutations to the select number of Aquat who's out there listening. This is pretty much a follow-up from a lesson me and this brother did last week. And it's titled Slavery Did Happen According to the Scriptures. You know, this is a part 2, of course. And it's just to show you, man, that it was prophesied, you know, that we were going to go into captivity. And you know, we've been going off against, you know, according to the Scriptures, against the Heavenly Father. We've been disobedient, so that's why we've been getting the crap knocked out of us, man, from all these other nations, and the Most High are punishing us.
God. You know, and everything that's happening, you know, and repeat is happening again today.
That's right.
You know, while we're here in slavery, it's not just the beatings and all the rape and stuff like that, man. There's a lot of horrific stories, even things that continually happen even in this day and time.
That's right.
You know, that our people are not willing to understand or accept.
That's right, brother.
You know, one way to prove that you're still in slavery itself, you're not free to go anywhere anytime you want.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about as far as leaving this country.
Yeah.
You know, you got social security numbers, got passports. You know what I'm saying? Those simple type of things are just simple logic right there.
That's right. You got Jake, who are millionaires and billionaires, still treated like crap in this society.
That's right.
You know, because you're still in slavery. You're just a quote-unquote well-paid slave.
Yeah, and Esau, what makes it funny about that, because some of the things that are going on politically right now is, you know, a lot of allegations of these people who've been out there raping the women and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You had the person who is in office right now, President of the United States, tell women he can grab them by the vagina and all that type of stuff. I'm trying to keep it to a minimum as far as the derogatory words for some of these sensitive people out there. But grab them by the vagina, all that type of stuff, slap them down. Now you got people all within the government getting called out left and right, even within entertainment.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The so-called white man is getting put on blast.
Yeah.
But yet when Jake is on the front line of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they're bringing up these subjects, they don't really want to talk about the so-called white man and his wickedness out here.
Yeah.
You know, that in order for them to cover it up, it's like, look at these nigger spicks and coons out here still doing this stuff. You know, they won't bow down. They won't pledge allegiance to the flag. They got all those distractions and stuff out there.
That's the
Bill Cosby was one of the main so-called Negroes on the front line of taking advantage of women.
Yep, that's right.
You know, and the crazy part is no one could prove it.
That's right.
But now you got these devils who got it out there dead on camera, tape, everything, voice recordings, and they could easily get away with it.
Yep.
But our people don't see that.
That's right, brother.
You know just how deep the curses are.
That's right.
And who's really in power.
I'm gonna get into Baruch. This is Baruch chapter 4, starting at verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies.
And if you understand that, it's telling you because you moved Yahweh to wrath.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That he the one who put these other nations above us and into power.
That's right.
That's why I was bringing out all that stuff, that they're able to easily get away with it, no matter how much you record of them and everything.
Yeah.
You know, but we're still being put on blast. It's like you literally disobeyed the actual power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now he's just punishing you by like, hey, look, I will put the people who are literally the most vile, most nastiest creatures on this planet and put them above you.
Yeah. That's real talk. That's real talk, man. This is true hell and this is true captivity, man. Even though it was served physically when we first brought over here, and it's still in the physical in a sense, because you got a lot of unanswered deaths. that happen in the penitentiary, especially to Eve. It's a lot of Judite women being killed.
That's right.
And it's a Carterite women, man, being killed, man. Why? Because it's slavery, man.
And it's funny because it kind of faded off for a moment earlier this year, from earlier this year about that Pizzagate stuff.
That's right.
You know, all that was being brought out, and it was like everybody's trying to make it seem like it was something fake, but now it's coming out full blast again.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This stuff is real, man.
That's right.
It wasn't just about no women getting raped 30, 40, 50 years ago. Man, they still kidnapping our people now.
That's right, brother. That's right. I'm going to read the next verse. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto idols and not to the Most High.
No, unto devils.
Salakis. My bad. Let me reread that. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High.
So a lot of you, man, really worship man more than anything.
That's right.
A lot of you do. You're still trying to, like I said in another video, a lot of you still trying to find your place here, and you're willing to go as far as betraying your own people, belittling your own people.
That's right, brother.
To get it. You know, you'll worship this devil, man. You don't care what he did. But when one of your people are being put out there with that false accusation of doing the same exact thing these devils are actually doing, you will trash them all day.
That's right.
All day long. How dare they? But you know, when it comes to these other nation people, mainly the so-called white man, let's forgive them. Now you want to try to live this righteous. Live under this false pretense of righteousness and say, you know what, man, but why don't we just forget about that and worry about other things?
That's right.
But when it was your people, you go, hell no.
That's right, brother. That's can you Baba Kashaw, can you go to, let me see, Colonial Williamsburg? It should be about the slavery and the law in Virginia, man. Let me it's going to show you, Jake said, how slavery, how deep this was, man. Okay.
Historic district.
Yeah. This one right here. Colonial Williamsburg.
It's on history.org.
Yeah, it's on history.org. And see, what sparked this lesson from this weekend, last week, Akiam and Aqua, is because the brother had made mention, you said it was Eve? It was now Jake is questioning slavery, man. That's how bad a condition.
No. It was Jake. It was the men.
Oh, it was the men. Yeah, and that's a damn shame, man. It's the men questioning, and which Esau has records, man. And then you have some old Jake who were around, who were old slaves, and sometimes you had at the time, I guess, like journalists or writers who wrote up on these things and kept documents, man. Okay, just like Josephus used to keep documents. Okay. Slaves.
What is Colonial Williamsburg, right?
Yeah, I believe so. So like Akiam and Aqua, bear with us, Baba Kashaw.
Colonial Williamsburg.
The slavery, you probably want to put in slavery.
Okay.
Yeah, slavery and the law in Virginia.
Just bear with us for a moment. You know what? Hold on. Slavery
So
law
like
in
it, go to Google. So like Akiam and Aqua. Let's go to Google and put in
slavery
laws to kill slaves in America. And then history.org should be down. If you go down, Bob Kashaw. Go down. Go down. Go down. You see, there we go, right there.
All right, there we go.
Okay, when you go, when you read about this, go down, Baba Kashaw. this how slave laws was passed, man. You had servants for life, man. They had that in play. Okay, if you read, let me see, Eve, she was deemed tithable, taxable, creating a distinction between the Israelite woman and the English woman. Okay, blacks face the possibility, Israelites face the possibility of life servitude. The General Assembly of Virginia decides that any child born to an enslaved woman will also be a slave. Man, these people never had no mercy on us, man.
That's right.
You know,
but yet in that wicked religion of Christianity, you guys are always teaching to forgive.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? These people are not going to once again, this is man-made.
That's right.
You know, this is the religion made by the so-called white man and used to literally brainwash us.
That's right, Akia.
You know what I'm saying? They've shown many times in slavery where our children, man, were sitting back and being either used as alligator bait.
Yep.
All kinds of craziness.
Yep.
But then as soon as they fed your baby to alligators, you had to take care of theirs and breastfeed their children.
Yeah. If you could, Baba Shaw, scroll down. I wanna show Jake the casual killing law. I think it's 1669. Let me see. Is it on the casual killing law? Let's see. Can you go up, Baba Shaw? Baba Shaw. Let me see. Go up a little more. If you see, if Akyam and Aqua, if y'all see, okay, I'm gonna read from 1668. Free black women, like enslaved females over the age of 16, are deemed tithable. The Virginia General Assembly says freedom does not exempt black women from taxation. Okay. 1669, an act about the casual killing of slaves, says that if a slave dies while resisting his master, the act will not be presumed to have occurred with a prepense malice.
Man, do you know what that sounds like? That sounds like the same thing that's going on when police are killing you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And they're literally able to get off with a pension, all that kind of stuff.
That's right, brother. And that leads in perfect to the next scripture. Baba Kashaw, can you go into Joel?
God.
This is Joel chapter 3, starting at verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
Man, a good example of that, man, you have got, if some of you have not watched it yet, watch Goodbye Uncle Tom.
That's right.
Man, that is a movie that breaks things down in detail. In that movie, man, they were showing young boys, and they were painted with gold on their body and silver, had gold chains and stuff around their neck, and they were completely naked.
That's right.
Being raped and all kinds of craziness.
That's right. And it's crazy because it carries out that vibe, man. Just like in, even though we're a royal people and our people are into gold and jewelry and chains and everything, but when we got over here, man, we were being mocked like they were showing in that movie. What's that? Goodbye Uncle Tom.
Yeah. I mean, and they had it in detail. Like you can't. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Think about where all this stuff comes in today.
Yeah.
Man, they were telling cats back then, you can't be wearing your clothes all baggy and whatnot. Yeah. But now it's okay for men to be wearing pants below their ass.
Yeah.
It's okay for men to be wearing tight jeans, and dressing in women's wear and having man bags.
Yep.
And all kinds of craziness.
That's right. I'm going to continue reading. I can. Verse 4. Ye, Salakia, yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?
And it's like this. You're not gonna pay back the Lord's people.
Yeah.
It is proving the point what the brother mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
These other nations are not going to be lenient.
Yeah. And they had a
This is
meeting.
nothing but a repeat, because when you're hearing about Tyre, Zidon, it's telling you of all these other nations that had us in slavery.
That's right, brother.
But in this day and time, this nation was so gruesome compared to Tyre and Zidon, the Palestinians.
Yeah.
Man, they allowed us to at least live by our law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
In this day and time, they completely erased that from us.
Yeah.
Took it away from us. They did it even worse.
That's why them wacky Christians get so pissed.
Yeah.
Because through the spirit they were slave masters.
That's right.
They were for the downfall and the destruction of the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, man.
Yeah.
Those are the people who rode in who made an who were in agreement with who's that? Christopher Columbus. Okay.
Yeah, and for those of you who are still celebrating these holidays and stuff like that, trust me, you're for that all day.
Yeah.
That's why if I could give a quick testimony, man, I had a old head who said to me, we're all the same at the end of the day, still trying to spit that nonsense, of everybody bleeds the same and all this other. No, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Don't try to tell me you had a black friend and all this other stuff, because I say here's where the confusion comes into play.
Yeah.
I said, you guys don't want your monuments and your statues torn down, but yet you'll deny the history when it's brought up.
Yeah, for real.
The actual history of what these men did during these times of war.
Yeah, and we
during these times of slavery and the rape, robbery, and murder of our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
You deny it all day. So why? So once again, you don't want the statue torn down.
Yeah.
You feel like we all should just accept it for what it is, but you want us to forget about what the hell you did.
That's right, brother. And I'm gonna continue. This is verse 5. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. Verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border.
Man, now how many ways can they? Once again, in the book of Maccabees, it talks about the Hellenistic period where our people were being tortured. Man, hold on, I'm gonna go right back in the good biblical time.
Okay.
Our people had oils and stuff melting their skin.
Yep.
They were getting their tongues, all kinds of body parts chopped off. They were being forced to eat pork. Yeah. Wow, doesn't that sound exactly the same as to what they were doing to us during the time of the transatlantic slave trade? If you watch that, that movie, they'll show you, man, they were plugging us up our rear ends, man. They were roaches crawling all over the men, rats, everything. They were literally chiseling their mouths open, forcing them to eat. You can even watch 12 Years a Slave, where they were putting the muzzles over the men's mouths and stuff that opened up their mouths and were rebelling and chopping off their hands and all kinds of craziness, man.
And also when Yahushua was with the apostles, and he told us that the time between 67 AD to 70 AD, the temple of Jerusalem will be ramshacked, right?
That's right.
By Esau, and we got ran up into the into western parts of Africa.
That's right.
Northern parts of Africa.
But hold on. Yeah, but then when you come back to things like the American Holocaust in that book, man, or just the history in general, man, they were taking the gold up out the ground and everything. The gold and all that stuff that was sitting out in the open in the rivers and throughout the water is actually filtering the water. If you want to be technical, a lot of you don't really know much about that, how that stuff keeps the water and everything clean. You ransacked all of that.
And some of our people also have a problem when you bring out the fact, and Esau know, but then again, some of these dumbass teachers don't know when it comes to history. okay, we came from Africa over here in slave ships. Won't you explain that part that we were in? Won't you explain at Fort of Judah, that which is now known, which after that, which we were conquered in that period of time, was called the Slave Coast, which is Waiada, Owada, which in actuality is just Yahawada, the fort of Yahawada, because Jake kept the customs over there, man. And then them Hamites got together with Esau, and it was a done deal, you know. And those Arabics, okay, it was a done deal, man. Okay, we got sold into slavery, man. Okay, slavery existed, man. We got removed far from our borders. First, we got ran at our own home. Then we got ran out of Fort of Judah in western parts of Africa, and then northern Africa. And now here you have it.
And let's not forget the other nations, like the Arabs played a big part in our capture. They made the slave ships. They had us as slaves as well. And in ways, man, people don't know. They just kind of still like they play a big part in this stuff today, man, where you see the New World Order coming into play. You know, you also had the Hamites, where y'all like to tell that lie in history that we were captured by our own people. That's a totally separate nation of people. The Hamites were the ones who were capturing us and putting us onto those slave ships.
And also in 2009, I believe if it wasn't the Nigerian president, even though some of those people over there in Nigeria are Jake, some of those are our people. Some of those are like Benjamites and Judites and Levites, the Southern Kingdom mixed up over there. But somebody gave an apology and was like, man, we sorry for y'all being sold into slavery.
That was Nelson Mandela, I believe.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, I believe it was him.
Because it was another guy from Nigeria too.
Oh, okay, Khan. I even mentioned that, like, Nelson Mandela and them have mentioned, you know, that they know that what they've done to us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't bothering nobody, but that's not the point. The point of the matter is we went off against Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. So we had to pay. I'm gonna read this and we can jump to the next one, brother. This is verse 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the places whether ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
And then further proof of that, man, is where it tell you that in the book of Revelation that this is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt.
That's right, brother. Because you know and the places you have sold us, man. That's gonna be the 144,000 rising up. You know what I'm saying? We're Yahweh Shem Shah's battle axe. So through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah, when we get the green light from the Most High and our big brother Yahweh Shah, it's go time.
Because the place spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt.
That's right.
AKA Babylon. It's not no dang on Vatican.
That's right.
And 144,000 will be delivered out of the Vatican.
That's right, brother.
You know, all of our people were not enslaved as a whole of the 12 tribes and placed in the Vatican.
That's right, brother.
You know, for you idiots who still don't understand scriptures and claim you know something.
Yep. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. This is beautiful go-to. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. And then, of course, you know, the breakdown that, well, if you were being sold, you were being bought, how's it happen? Basically, in our time of need, Yahweh Shah wasn't going to be there to save us, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but now we're in the time of Yahweh Shah is on his way back. Okay.
And proof of that power of the Lord is us waking up alone.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Waking up to who we are.
That's right.
Out there prophesying.
That's right.
So the people that you call the Jews today have never done that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's another way of proving that they're not Israelites.
Yep.
Because they didn't go out and prophesy the downfall of the Nazis.
Yeah.
And all that, their kingdom, or that kingdom, or whatever you want to call it, because that never even really happened to them the way they told that story.
That's right, because they have an account now. Lord willing, I can find it and do a lesson on it to how they were brought over here on ships. I'm like, man, stop, bro. Stop.
You were
Y'all,
not brought over as a whole.
yeah.
You don't know
Yeah,
nothing
stop.
about the 12 tribes.
Stop. Y'all. Yeah.
You can't even describe your
Yeah.
own history because you've created your own religion.
Yeah.
You created a religion. You live according to a religion, not a bloodline.
Yeah. Your religion. You started taking on to our customs. Who was that? Through Kagan Bullet.
Khan.
The Khazars, man. So you ain't come over here on no damn ships, man. Okay, and that Egypt again is America, because wasn't no second account, wasn't no another account in the Holy Scriptures about us being in Egypt twice. We was in the Egypt for that captivity, 400 plus years.
And that goes into why they don't believe in the New Testament, because it talks about the place spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt.
Yeah.
So it's like it messes them up when they continuously try to tell that lie that nothing matches up. They didn't suffer none of these curses, and you never lost your identity. Because how the hell did you wake up or even know that you were Israelite? You know what? You never even lost the identity to even get that far. So
that was Jake, man. That was Yasha Allah over there in Egypt, man, on them walls in slavery, man, building them damn pyramids.
Well, no white folks out there, no heat, dragging big humongous bricks up a slanted wall.
And
you know what I'm saying? So it's just going to show you just how dumb, really, how docile these devils are, because they're not really that smart, man. It's just the Lord put them in the power, man.
And then the boot, those you got pyramids over here that's very that looks very similar to those over there in Egypt.
Built the same way, the measurements, everything is accurate.
Yeah, because Issachar carried some of them customs. They still have the name, law, statutes, and commandments, but they eventually went off because they started worshiping other deities and what have you, man.
Mm-hmm. And it shows you that in movies like Apocalypto.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Right when they were sacrificing a person, guess what? An eclipse happened. And guess that was the downfall of them right there, because at the end of the movie, while they was out there fighting each other, trying to kill each other, the dang on Spaniards were pulling up, conquistadors, pulling right up on their land.
Yeah, that's right, brother. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And for those of you who know the history, guess what? It gave in.
That's right.
Right away. It's the stuff that you can easily, we got the history books out there now, but our people have such a very short attention span.
And don't care.
And truly do not care. You don't want to hear any of your history to truly understand why we're so messed up.
That's right, brother.
Anything else?
That's it on that, Akia.
Khan, closing out, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all you brothers out there preaching this word in truth and sincerity. And to the select number of Aquas out there listening. Shalom.
Shalom.